Hello friends, welcome to SSC Online. Today let's have a look at the concept that is trigonometry. This is one of the most important areas as far as staff selection commission based exams are concerned. So let's have a look at what is trigonometry and what are the basic angles that will come here. What are the ways the questions are being asked in staff selection based exams, right? So trigonometry is nothing but, as you know, trigonometry is nothing but something where we will be dealing with, it's a mathematical science which deals with three angles over here. Tri means three, gonia means angle. So it deals with three angles over here. Those angles are, basic angles are sine, cosine, we simply call it as cos, and tan. These are the three basic angles that will come in trigonometry. So based on this we can derive some other three angles that we will come across. We will go back to that a little later. So what is sine of an angle? So whenever we are talking about trigonometry, we take right angle triangle into consideration. If this is a right angle triangle with sides A, B and C, A, B and C, this is theta. The side adjacent to the angle is called as adjacent side, or we also call it as base. The side opposite to the angle is called as the opposite side, or we call it as perpendicular. The longest side is the hypotenuse. So these are the three sides that are there in any right angle triangle. So while defining the trigonometric ratios, sine of an angle is nothing but it is the ratio between, sine of an angle is equal to the ratio between the opposite side and hypotenuse. So sine of an angle is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. Similarly, cosine, cos of an angle is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse, Tangent, so tan of an angle is equal to opposite side by adjacent side, right? Here the size of the sides will not affect the angle here. Please try to understand that. Whatever may be the measure of these sides, whatever may be the magnitude of these sides, that ratio will still remain same always. So based on this, what are the other angles that will come? After these three, next angle is cosecant theta. Cosecant theta is equal to 1 by sin theta. Similarly, secant theta equal to 1 by cos theta. Cot theta equal to 1 by tan theta. So how do we get cosecant theta, sir? It is just inverse of cos sin theta. So cosecant theta is nothing but hypotenuse by opposite side, we can say. Hypotenuse by opposite side. Similarly, secant theta is nothing but hypotenuse by adjacent side. Then tan theta is opposite by adjacent, whereas cot theta will be 1 by tan theta. That's why it will be adjacent side by opposite side. So here The other things that we need to understand are, whenever we are going for finding the ratios over here, we will be dealing with something called as Pythagorean triples that I will talk about. As we have just now seen, if you are taking it as A, B, C here, this is theta I am taking into consideration. So sin theta will be equal to sin theta will be equal to opposite by hypotenuse. So opposite here is AB by hypotenuse is AC. Similarly, cos theta is equal to as we know that will be adjacent side by hypotenuse, that is BC by AC. Similarly, tan theta is equal to actually tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta, As we know, sin theta is nothing but AB by AC, and cos theta equal to BC by AC. So here AC gets cancelled, we are left with AB by BC, which is nothing but opposite side by adjacent side, right? So now based on this, if you go for cosecant theta, so what will be cosecant theta here? So cosecant theta is equal to 1 by sin theta, we know. So cosecant theta equal to AC by AB, Similarly, secant theta equal to AC by BC, It is just reverse of this one. Similarly, cot theta equal to 1 by tan theta, which is nothing but BC by AB, which is nothing but adjacent side by opposite side. That's what we can say. Now going ahead further, as we know, in Pythagoras triangle, in a triangle according to Pythagoras theorem, in a right angle triangle according to Pythagoras theorem, the square on the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares on the other two sides. So square on the hypotenuse, that is AC square, will be equal to AB square plus BC square. Square on the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares on the other two sides, which is nothing but AB square plus BC square. This is what we can say, right? Now if I go for dividing both the sides with AC square, just check. Dividing both the sides with AC square, what will it give me? So dividing both the sides with AC square, this gives me AC square by AC square is equal to AB square by AC square plus BC square by AC square. This is what we can say. And further simplification, it will give you AC square by AC square is nothing but 1, that is equal to, so this will give you AB by AC whole square, AB by AC whole square. AB by AC represents what? We will see. AB by AC represents sin theta. So AB by AC is representing sin theta. Similarly, this can be written as BC by AC, whole square. So AB by AC is nothing but sin square theta. C by AC is nothing but excuse me. C by AC is nothing but cos theta, so that will give you cos square theta. So from this we can say that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So this is the first identity in trigonometry. As we have already seen in algebra, an identity is nothing but an equation which holds good for any value that you are going to take over here. Whatever is the value you are going to take here for theta, this will always give you the result as what? 1 only. That is what we mean by identity. So first identity in trigonometry is this one, sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Based on this one we can derive further identities. How do we go about? Let us see, like how can they give the questions based on this simple relation? Let us see. So in the exam they can ask you, in SSC we have already seen questions of this kind. They will simply ask you for what is sin square 39 degrees plus cos square 39 degrees is equal to what? Sin square 39 degrees plus cos square 39 degrees is equal to what? That is how they will give the question. This is where people are getting confused, because we generally learn the values related to some standard angles in trigonometry like sin 0 degrees, sin 30 degrees, sin 45 degrees, sin 90 degrees, sin 60 degrees. These things we generally learn. But in the exam when they are giving, they will be giving you some values like this where people are getting confused. So the point that you need to understand over here is, whatever is the theta they are going to give over here, whatever is the value they are going to give for theta here, it does not matter. It is looking like sin square theta plus cos square theta. So sin square theta plus cos square theta will always be 1 irrespective of whatever may be the value you are going to take for theta over here. That is the meaning of it. Hence I can blindly say that the answer is what? 1. That is all, you need not think much. What else we can learn from this one, sir? So let us go ahead further. So here we have already learned that sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. This is what we have just now learnt. Based on this I will extend it. Now send this cos square theta that side. From this I can say that sin square theta equal to 1 minus cos square theta. Sin square theta equal to 1 minus cos square theta. This will give you, if you divide both the sides with sin square theta here, if you are dividing both the sides with sin square theta, that will give you what, dear? Sin square theta by sin square theta will give you what? Let me write one step here. So sin square theta by sin square theta is equal to 1 by sin square theta minus cos square theta by sin square theta, by sin square theta. As we have learned just now, we know that sin square theta by sin square theta is 1 anyway. So 1 is equal to, this gives you what? 1 by sin square theta. We know that 1 by sin theta is equal to cosecant theta. So 1 by sin square theta will give you cosecant square theta minus cos theta by sin theta. Cos theta by sin theta is nothing but cot theta. Cos square theta by sin square theta will give you cot square theta. Hence this is cosecant square theta minus cot square theta. So we know that from this cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. We can also write this as cosecant square theta is equal to 1 plus cot square theta. That is how we can write if required, right. So this is the second identity. So first one we have learnt is what? Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Second one we are learning is what? Right. So sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. This is the first one. Second one we have learnt is what? Cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. What else we can get from this basic identities, sir? Let us go ahead further. Instead of I dividing both the sides with sine square theta if I divide both the sides with cos square theta. Let me take that basic relation into consideration. So sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. This is what we know. If I divide both the sides with cos square theta now, if I divide both the sides with cos square theta, this will give you how much? Sine square theta by cos square theta plus cos square theta by cos square theta is equal to 1 by cos square theta, 1 by cos square theta, right. This will give you what? Sin theta by cos theta will give you tan theta. So sin square theta by cos square theta will give you tan square theta, tan square theta plus cos square theta by cos square theta, that will give you 1 is equal to 1 by cos is nothing but secant. So 1 by cos square theta is nothing but secant square theta. So from this I can say that secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. So this is the third identity. So what are the three identities we have learned? First one, sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Second one, cosecant square theta minus cot square theta equal to 1. Third one, secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. These are the three basic identities related to trigonometry. So what are the other things that we need to learn as far as the basics are concerned? See, remember the questions asked in trigonometry in SSC CGL or CHSL or CPU or whatever it may be, the questions will not be difficult, but they focus on the basics. If you are very good at basics, cracking the questions in SSC CGL is never a big deal. That's why please learn the basics properly. When your basics are clear, then cracking the question is just a second's job. Within seconds you can easily crack that one. That's why I am just trying to show you how that so-called relation has come. When you are having the idea of how the relation has come, it becomes easy for you to remember, and you can easily understand the application of that particular identity in the problems we are going to get. Right? Is that clear with everyone? Any doubt? Any doubt, you please raise it. You can leave a message in the chat box. Doubt, no doubt. Right? Yeah, good evening everyone. Right. Can I move ahead? Chalo. Let's go ahead further. So what are the other things we need to focus on? Going ahead with. If you understand this right angle triangle and that Pythagoras theorem, handling the problems will be very easy. Let me show what are Pythagorean triplets or Pythagorean triples. Pythagorean triplets or Pythagorean triples are those numbers that will lead to the sides of the right angle triangle. So what are those, sir? If you take into consideration, if this is 3, let us say this is 4, if I wish to find this one. So as we have just now learnt, square on the hypotenuse will always be equal to sum of the squares on the other two sides, sum of the squares on the other two sides. So here I can say that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, AB square plus BC square. This is what we know now. Now going ahead with, as we need the value of AC, you simply substitute AB and BC, which is nothing but AB is 4. So 4 square plus 3 square. So this will give you AC square equal to 4 square plus 3 square. That gives you AC square is equal to 25. So AC must be equal to what? AC must be equal to 5. So this 5 represents the hypotenuse over there. But in the exam when you are solving, if you try doing like this, that may waste your time. So we have to get that hypotenuse as quickly as we can. Then how can I do that, sir? That is possible provided if you understand what are the triple pairs that are available for this one. First one is 3, 4, 5. This is one triplet because 3 square plus 4 square will be equal to 5 square. While representing these triplets, generally we write the hypotenuse at the end, The sum of the squares on the first two sides, this sum of the squares of 3 and 4 must be equal to the square of 5. If this is a triplet, if you are multiplying each term of the triplet with a particular number, that result will also form a triplet. Like if 3, 4, 5 is a triplet, what are the other sets that are going to become triplets? If you are doubling each number, that will become what? 6, 8, 10. 6, 8, 10 will be a triplet. This is a basic triplet here. Based on that, how many triplets we can derive, you just check. So if you are tripling each number, that will be 9, 12, 15. This is also a triplet. If you are multiplying each thing with 4, that will be 12, 16, 20. This is also a triplet. Like this, you can derive n number of triplets. So, if one set of numbers are forming a Pythagorean triplet, then all the numbers, if they are multiplied with a constant number, if each number of the group is multiplied by the same number, the resulting set will also be forming the Pythagorean triplets. And there is one property here. So what is that property, sir? Let me show more Pythagorean triplets. So the property here is, you take any prime number leaving 2, you square it, squaring it will give you how much? 3. 3 square is how much? 9. 3 square is 9. You divide it with 2, that will give you what? 4.5 and 4.5. 4.5 plus 4.5. Set of numbers will form Pythagorean triplets starting with 3. To find that one, square the prime number and take half of it. You will get decimals. You remove 0.5 from there and you add that 0.5 over here. You just simply take it as that. Make these two as round figures. By removing 0.5 from that, you just add it over here. That set of numbers will now become what? Pythagorean triplets. So 3, 4, 5 is a Pythagorean triplet. Similarly, next prime number is what after 3? 4 is not a prime number, 5 is a prime number. I will start with that. 5. If it starts with 5, you take 5 square. What is 5 square, dear? 5 square is 25. Take half. So half of 25 is what? 12.5. So 12.5 and 12.5. Right? So you just remove 0.5 from this and add 0.5 over here. So this is 12, this will become what? 13. So next Pythagorean triplet will be what? 5, 12, 13. 5, 12, 13. What is the next prime number? The next prime number is 7. 7. So 7 square we know, 7 square is nothing but 49. 49. Take half of that 49. That will give you how much, dear? Half of 49 will be 24.5 and 24.5. To find what are the Pythagorean triples over here, as I already told you, remove a 0.5 from first term and add that 0.5 to the second term. That will become what? 25. Hence, the next Pythagorean triplet will be what? 7, 24, 25. 7, 24, 25. as I already told you, whenever you are getting one Pythagorean triplet, if you are multiplying each term of that group with the same constant number, so if you are multiplying each term with the same number, the resulting set will also form a Pythagorean triplet. Keep this in mind. So, all the Pythagorean triplets will follow this pattern here, and there is one which is not starting with prime number. Generally they start with prime number or multiples of prime number, but there is one set that you need to remember which is not starting with prime number or any multiple of that, that is 8, 15, 17. So here 8 is not a prime number, please remember that. If you are taking square of 8, that will be 64, half of 64 will be 32, 32. But 8, 32 is not a Pythagorean triplet. So this is one Pythagorean triplet which is not starting with a prime number, keep that in mind, right. So 8, 15, 17, you please remember this one. Similarly, if you take next, after 7, next prime number is what? 11. In between, starting with 8, there is a Pythagorean triplet. If you take 11 into consideration to find Pythagorean triplets, you take square of 11. Square of 11 will be what, dear? 121. Divide it into two equal parts. 121 by 2 will give you how much, dear? 60.5 and 60.5. 60.5 and 60.5. That will give you how much? 60 here. This will be 61. So the next Pythagorean triplet is what? 11, 60 and 61. Knowing this basic Pythagorean triplets will help you in solving the problems easily, right. Just go through this. If there is any doubt in Pythagorean triples, please tell me so that I can clarify. Any doubt? Divya Vishnu. It is not 435. Yeah, 435 is also a triplet, but preferably start with a smaller number, 3, 4, 5. So starting with a prime number will always be easy for you to remember. That's just a suggestion, right. Is it clear with everyone or any doubt? Yeah, please respond so that I can move on depending on your response. Clear? Any doubt for anyone? Sure? Chalo, let's go ahead. Next, what are the other things that we need to learn, sir? So, the other things that we need to learn are the complementary angles. I'll tell you what is a complementary angle here. So, if you take into consideration this right angle triangle here, if this is theta, this will become what? See, we know that this is a right angle triangle now, so this will be right angle. If this is 90 degrees in a triangle, the sum of the angles is always 180 degrees. If this is theta and this is 90 degrees, the other thing has to be what? We know that if this is 90, these two together must add up to how much? 90. Whereas if this is forming theta, the other thing will be equal to what? It will be equal to 90 minus theta, 90 minus theta. So here this is A, this is B and this is C, right. Now if you check carefully, I can take the angle reference as either this one I can take or I can take this one also, it does not matter. So if you take into consideration sine theta, let us say sine theta, for sine of the angle theta, the opposite of theta is AB. So sine theta equal to AB by hypotenuse, that is AC, AB by AC. Now if you observe, if you take here 90 minus theta, that 90 minus theta will be what? So I can simply say it as cos 90 minus theta. If I take cos 90 minus theta, cos of the angle 90 minus theta. So this angle is 90 minus theta. For this angle, for this 90 minus theta, adjacent side is AB, hypotenuse is AC. I can say that adjacent side is AB, hypotenuse is AC. So from these two, I can now say that sin theta equal to cos 90 minus theta, or otherwise in a simple manner, I can say that sin theta equal to cos of 90 minus theta, cos of 90 minus theta. From this I can say that if x plus y, if I am taking two angles x and y, if x plus y together is equal to 90 degrees, then I can say that sin x is equal to cos y, sin x equal to cos y. This is true when the sum of the angles is equal to how much? 90 degrees. So if x and y together are adding up to 90 degrees, then I can say that sin x is equal to cos y. Sin x is equal to cos y. Is that clear? Or any doubt with this one? Just need response to you. How they give the questions based on this I will tell you. So what are that other complementary pairs I will show you. Sine and cos are complementary pair. Similarly, cosecant and secant are complementary pair. So they will form complementary angles, I can say. Similarly, tan and cot will be forming complementary angles. So here, how they give the questions based on this, I will just show you. Before that, let us check out some more things over here. So here, when x plus y is equal to 90 degrees, in such a case, 1, sin x will be equal to cos y, Similarly, cosecant x equal to secant y, cosecant x is equal to secant y. Third one, tan x is equal to cot y. From this I can see that when x plus y together is 90 degrees, I can straight away say that sin x by cos y is equal to 1. Sin x by cos y will be equal to 1 provided x and y together are adding up to 90 degrees. Similarly, cosecant x by secant y is equal to 1. Similarly, tan x by cot y is equal to 1. These are the results that you need to keep in mind when you are going for the exam. The reason being, how they give the questions based on this I will show you now. So if you know this one, see when x plus y equal to 90 degrees, whatever are the results you are going to get, all those things you have to be a master in, because in every competitive examination, every time when they are giving you the question paper from in SSC CGL, definitely they are going to give at least one question from these relations. When the sum of the angles is 90 degrees, when x and y together are adding up to 90 degrees, how these things are related. Based on this, the questions are almost guaranteed in every exam that is happening. Right? Is that clear or any doubt in this one? Please confirm so that I will move on to the application problems related to this one. Right? Shall I move on to the next one? Sure? Everyone? Chalo. Let us move on. So what else can come based on this one? Let us see some basic examples here. Say suppose you have a problem like this, sine 43 by cos 47 plus secant 52 degrees by cosecant 38 degrees plus tan 61 degrees by tan 29 degrees plus 5 is equal to. There was a problem like this where we don't know what is the value of sine 43 degrees. We don't by heart that. But still we can solve this problem without knowing what is sine 43, because if you observe it here in this one, every time here this is sine, this is cos, this is 43, this is 47, this together is adding up to how much? 90 degrees. So if that is adding up to 90 degrees, x plus y together is adding to 90 degrees, then I can say that sin x by cos y is equal to 1. Hence I can say that this will be what? 1. In the same manner this will also be what? 1, because 52 plus 38 is what? 90. Similarly 61 plus 29 is also 90. So that will also be 1 plus 5. Is what will be the answer here? So answer will be 8. So here what have we applied? We are just applying the relation we have learnt just now, nothing new. So that is the reason why when you know the basic, know the application of that also. Without knowing the application of something, if you are blindly by hearting the basics, there is no use with that, right? This is one. Let us see one more. Second, based on the same. So they have given if sine 2a plus 25 degrees is equal to cos a plus 75 degrees, cos a plus 75 degrees, then find a, they say, find a. What is the value of a? They may be asking you for. Now here, the moment you read the relation here, we should be in a position to identify that sin x is equal to cos y, sin x is equal to cos y. Sin x will be equal to cos y only if x plus y together is 90 degrees. So you imagine this as x, you imagine this as y. So x and y together should be 90 degrees, x and y together must be 90 degrees for them to be equal. So x and y together must be 90 degrees, and we know that in place of x we have 2a plus 25. So 2a plus 25, right, plus this is a plus 75. 2a plus 25 plus a plus 75 together must add up to how much, dear? 90. So here from this we can say that 3a plus 100, 3a plus 100 is equal to how much? 90 degrees here. And please remember here what is happening, the angle is adding up to this. If you are sending that side, that will become how much? Negative. So angle cannot be negative na? So let us just change this value here. Instead of 75, let us take it as 15, right? Let us go ahead with. So this is 15. So here a plus 15, that should add up to how much, dear? A plus 3a plus 100, right? So 3a plus 25 plus 15 will give you how much? 40. So 3a plus 40 equal to 90 degrees. From this we can say that 3a equal to how much, dear? 50 degrees. So a represents how much angle? A must be equal to 50 by 3, which is nothing but representing how much angle? 16 2 by 3 degrees. So a represents 16 2 by 3 degrees over here. So, the moment you come across the relation where sin x equal to cos y like this, we can blindly say that x plus y equal to 90 degrees. When x plus y equal to 90 degrees, then only the sin x will become equal to cos y. Is that clear? Is this clear with everyone? Any doubt? Any doubt? Tan card, yeah, I will show you tan and cut Rajshekhar. We will be seeing. Let us go ahead. Okay, suppose if theta plus 20 degrees is equal to cot 4 theta plus 70, 4 theta plus 70 degrees. Then what will be the value of the angle theta, they may ask. Else let me change it over here, that I am taking it as, this is 20, na? This I will take it as 40. Right. So, if tan theta plus 20 equal to cot 4 theta plus 40, then find theta, find theta. Now tell me, so here we know that tan x equal to cos y. If tan x equal to cot y, then x plus y must be 90 degrees. If so, if you feel this as x, the other one as y, so this will add up to how much? X plus y together is equal to how much? 90. If x plus y equal to 90 degrees here, we can now say that theta plus 20 degrees plus 4 theta plus 40 degrees together must add up to how much? 90 degrees. This will give you 5 theta is equal to how much? 30 degrees. So, this is 20 plus 40, that is 60, na? Send it that side. So, 5 theta equal to 30 degrees. From this we can say that theta equal to how many degrees? 6 degrees. So, here also which property I am using? Same property, that is tan x is equal to cot y provided x plus y equal to 90 degrees, otherwise it will not happen. Right? Is that clear? Is that clear, or any doubt in this? Any doubt? Please respond. Bhagya Lakshmi 6 degrees, that is correct. That's right, dear. Right? Chalo, moving ahead. Next one. Let us see some more things based on that complementary thing. Next, sin square x plus sin square y is equal to 1 when x plus y together is equal to 90. When x plus y together is equal to 90 degrees, we can say that sin square x plus sin square y is equal to 1. The people had a doubt, sir, how and why? I will just show you. So, we can say that sin square theta, which is nothing but sin square x plus, when x plus y is equal to 90 degrees, here we can say that y equal to 90 minus x. So, y equal to 90 minus x means this will be sin square 90 minus sin square 90 minus x. I will try to prove it the other way around. Let me show the other way of looking at it, looking at the proof here. So, other way is I will start with that only. Sin square x plus cos square x is equal to, sin square x plus cos square x is equal to 1. This is what we know. For any value of theta over here, sin square theta plus cos square theta will always be 1 is what we have already learnt. If so, we know that x plus y equal to 90, na? So, we can now say that x is equal to what? 90 minus y, x equal to 90 minus y. Hence, I can now say that cos x is equal to cos of 90 minus y. Cos of 90 minus y means that will be equal to what? Sin y, sin y, right? Because we have already seen when x plus y together is 90 degrees, then what will it give you? Sin x equal to cos y or cos x equal to sin y. So here cos 90 minus y is nothing but cos x only. Cos x is equal to sin y, I can say. So cos 90 minus y will give me sin y. Now in place of cos x I can substitute sin y. That's why this will be giving you the answer as sin square x plus sin square y is equal to 1, provided x plus y equal to 90 degrees. Then how do they give the questions based on these relations? So we need to understand the way they are giving the question based on the relation. Let us go ahead with an example. In the meantime, you tell me if there is any doubt. Problem 1, small correction. What is there, Rajshekhar? Which one you are talking about? Problem number 1? 2, 3. What correction? This is cot, na? This is not tan, this is cot only, right? Cot 29 degrees. That's correct, dear. Right. Going ahead further. Now, next let us see how they are giving the question based on this one. So here, sine square 52.5 degrees plus sine square 37.5 degrees is equal to how much? This is a problem that has appeared in SSC CGL. So here, if you know that here this is taken as x, this is taken as y. X and y together are adding up to how much? 90 degrees. If x and y together are adding up to 90 degrees, so sin square x plus sin square y will become equal to how much? 1. So we know that if x plus y is equal to 90 degrees, we know that sin square x plus sin square y is equal to what? Sin square x plus sin square y is equal to 1. So here 52.5 degrees plus 37.5 degrees together they are adding up to how much? 90 degrees. Hence I can say that simply sin square x plus sin square y is equal to what? 1. So here everybody knows that sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. But here I am not saying sin square theta plus cos square theta. Please try to observe that. It is different from the sin square theta plus cos square theta. So here sin square 52.5 degrees plus sin square 37.5 degrees will add up to how much? 1. Similarly, there is one more identity. Like we have seen sin square theta like sin square x plus sin square y equal to 1. So we can say that cos square x, next one, cos square x plus cos square y is also equal to 1, provided x plus y is equal to how much? When x plus y together is adding up to 90 degrees. In such a case, cos square x plus cos square y will also be 1, right? If you take an example here, cos square 23 degrees plus cos square 67 degrees is equal to how much? So here x and y, these two together are adding up to 90 degrees, hence I can confidently say that cos square x plus cos square y is equal to what? 1. Is that clear? Is that clear or any doubt in this? Right? Any doubt from anyone? Is that clear? Chalo, let me move on to the next one. here. Next thing that you have to know related to this complementary angles is when x plus y together is 90 degrees, when x plus y together is equal to 90 degrees, x plus y together is equal to 90 degrees, we can say that tan x into tan y is equal to 1. This is another thing that you should know. You may get a doubt like, sir, how tan x into tan y is equal to 1? So, if you take into consideration, we know that y equal to 90 minus x, that gives you tan x into tan y is nothing but tan 90 minus x. Tan 90 minus x is nothing but cot x. Hence, I can say that tan x into cot x will be the result here. And we know that cot x is nothing but 1 by tan x. Hence, I can say it as tan x into 1 by tan x. So, on cancelling this, that will give you how much, dear? 1. Hence, that will be equal to how much? 1, provided x plus y together is equal to 90 degrees. Similarly, when x plus y together is 90 degrees, we can also say that cot x into cot y is also 1. Cot x into cot y is also 1, provided x plus y is equal to how much? 90 degrees. This is another thing you must know. That is also based on the same thought process. How do they give the questions based on this in the exam? Based on this, we have seen many questions. Right, let me show some examples over here. Right, dear. So, the question given in the exam was like this: tan 42 degrees, tan 43 degrees, tan 48 degrees, tan 47 degrees is equal to how much, they said. So, here if you observe, I am just asking you for the product. So, the product is coming out to be how much? If you check carefully now, here we know that if this is taken as x, this is taken as y, this x plus y is adding up to how much? 90 degrees. Hence, I can say that tan x into tan y will become 1. Similarly, this 43 and 47 are adding up to 90 degrees. Hence, I can say that tan 43 into tan 47 will also give you 1. So, effectively the result is going to be how much over here? 1 only, 1 only, right. Similarly, there was one more problem based on this. What is that, sir? So, it was given like this: cot 1 degrees, cot 2 degrees, cot 3 degrees, like that. They have continued up to cot 88 degrees, cot 89, cot 89 degrees. That is another problem. So, here also if you pair up x and y together equal to 90 degrees, you can take that product as 1. If so, cot 1 and cot 89, cot 1 and cot 89 will give you the result as what? 1. Similarly, cot 2 and cot 88 together will give you the product as 1. Like that, every pair that is adding up to 90 degrees will give you product as 1. In the middle, we will be left with cot 45. So, cot 45 degrees is nothing but, cot 45 degrees is nothing but 1. Like this we can easily solve it, right. Is that clear, or any doubt till here for anyone? Is that clear, everybody? Right. Shall I move on? I need response, dear. Please respond. Yes, no, any doubt, anything need to be explained again? Moving ahead. What are the other things you must know? Let us see. As we have already seen, we know that always x into 1 by x will always be equal to how much? 1. This is what we know. The same manner as we have already learned, sin theta into 1 by sin theta is nothing but cosecant theta. Sin theta into cosecant theta equal to 1. Sin theta into cosecant theta equal to 1. Similarly, cos theta into 1 by cos theta is nothing but secant theta. Cos theta into secant theta is 1. Similarly, tan theta into cot theta is also 1. We have already discussed this one, saying that sin theta by cos theta equal to tan theta, those relations we have already seen. Similarly, sin x and sin theta into, like we have already seen, if x plus y together is adding up to 90 degrees, what are the relations that are going to come under? So here x into 1 by x will be always equal to 1, we know. Based on that logic, if this is x, 1 by x will be what? So sin theta is there, 1 by sin theta will be what? Cosecant theta. That is why I am just saying sin theta into cosecant theta equal to 1. Similarly, cos theta into secant theta equal to 1. So tan theta into cot theta will also be equal to 1. Let us see how the problems will come based on this now. So how they give in the exam is, they simply say like this: sin 63 degrees into cosecant 63 degrees plus tan 32 degrees into cot 32 degrees is equal to how much? Like that they will say, right? So if you check, it is looking like sin theta into cosecant theta. Sin theta into cosecant theta will be giving you a product of how much? 1. Similarly, tan 32 into cot 32 will also be giving you as how much? 1. So together it is adding up to how much? Together it is adding up to 2. So as we have already seen in the beginning, I told you this, na? Sin theta equal to 1 by cosecant theta or 1 by cosecant theta. From this only we have derived sin theta equal to 1 by cosecant theta. So sin theta into cosecant theta will be equal to how much? 1, as simple as that. So sin theta is equal to 1 by cosecant theta. That's what we have seen, 1 by cosecant theta. If you are sending that cosecant theta this side, sin theta into cosecant theta will become equal to what? 1. So this is how they will give you the problems based on basic relations. So apart from basic relations, they will give you the questions based on the angular values, like what is the value of sin square 30 degrees plus cos square 60 degrees and so on. Not only those, based on the equations and solving the equations also questions do appear. And the other questions that are coming in SSC CGL from trigonometry are based on multiple and submultiple angles and based on sin A plus B, sin A minus B, cos A plus B, cos minus A minus B, all those formulae and all, right. First you learn till here, these basic relations you learn for today. In the next session, we will continue with another set of formulae along with the next set of problems, right. Thank you and good night.